Hello, my name is Agota, and this is my third week of doing this project of each week giving myself 10 hours to come up with, record, mix, and master a track of no specific form, but from 1 minute to 3 minutes long. Immediately, I'm really sorry I missed the daylight, so we'll do artificially today. First, before I'm gonna show you the result, I'm going to talk a little bit about it before. I'm actually pretty proud of doing this project. Well, I've just seen quite a lot of progress in my workflow and how I just approach the project in itself. And I'm really excited to record my own album instead of these weekly tracks, but I know I have still so much to learn before I can sit down and do a big project like that. So firstly, this week's song was the outline, and the initial idea was to build an R&B song. I found out that I have no idea how to do that, so it ended up being quite a hard pop, basically, I'd say. But I'm pretty bad at telling what genre I'm in, so if you have a better ear for that, please do tell. This particular week, I was pretty excited doing the bass line. It felt very creative and natural and somehow inspiring to be doing it. And I also was impressed by how easy and smoothly I can record vocals now. Compared to the first time I did this. Overall, though, I struggled this week pretty badly. First of all, I set the very, very bad tempo. I started out with a synth that was supposed to be just an initial outline for the song, but it ended up breaking the whole project in the very end. Well, not the end. I wasted maybe 6 or 5 hours and then I had to rewrite everything quickly. But the idea was already there, so I just picked up from where I left. I basically just freehanded the tempo for the synth. I was guided by the bars, but there were just so many discrepancies and I just got tired of fixing them with every single bar. I just deleted the whole track and I recorded it with metronome. It was not only the piano that I had already recorded in before I decided to re-record, so I had to re-record the bass, I had to re-record the drums. Yeah, so it was time consuming. Besides that, I lost quite a lot of time on mics because this week was my first time using a MIDI keyboard rather than just recording everything in through a mic. And I just probably didn't know everything that there was to know. And when I disconnected the MIDI and connected the audio interface into the DAW, the signal was not there for the microphone. It showed that it was on, but it was just, whatever. At the end of the day, I just didn't press the little R letter at the track, but before I never did that and it worked fine. So maybe I was just doing everything intuitively and now something broke in my brain. So I wasted maybe an hour or so on figuring out what was wrong. And with all these technicalities, my creativity was gone. So I couldn't come up with any kind of verses, any kind of choruses. I was really disconnected with the whole sound. Only when I came up with the bass line, I finally was interested in what I'm doing a little bit. But you can tell only by the middle of the song when the bass and the drums are introduced. Then I kind of feel a little bit more open to the sound. And the very beginning, I cannot connect to it. Even though there were so many technicalities, I'm happy with how it turned out. It feels more put together than the other sounds, the other tracks I did. But the other ones had way more soul than this one. It's very unfinished. It's very, I'd say, just the first outline of a song, and there's so much more to do, but the time was up and I finished. I was really ready to put this down, put this behind me, and pick something new. So with that being said, let's listen. But what if she's flawed as a human? What if she's weak as a wind? Found on a hot August evening, when all the actions are still. Hold still. What if we dream when it's over? The times are not surely a show that we just rewatch on an evening to feel confident, not overthrown. I'm glad that those are insanely rare, the days of hatred and despair. I wish to reap that degree, but somehow, Thank you very much for listening. I hope you'll have a great week and see you again next time. Bye.